And now, Freelance Heroism presents Dragon Heist.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Deese.
And I'm Rachel.
And I am in a bad fucking mood. Take that intro. That being said, as bad of a mood as I'm in, I'm still very happy to talk about our patrons.
Yes.
In particular, those who donate at the producer tier and help us make a better show for everyone out there. We really appreciate it. Even in the depths of my despair, I can beam with pride at our awesome Patreons.
We do have awesome Patreons.
You want to tell us who they are, Rachel?
I would love to. So we want to say thank you to Rebecca, Chris Deeds, Chris Sones, Christopher Hildebrand, Breakmeister, Orient_Tiger, The Minion Works, and Vox of Astora. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you, seriously. We really appreciate it.
Well,
this one's gonna have a weird vibe to it. I'm gonna be honest with you. This one's gonna be a little saltier than the normal cuisine that we deliver.
You know what? Our intros are real. You know, they are no longer scripted.
Yep.
Which I resisted for a while. The first time that you suggested we not just read off of a script.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, sometimes people are grumpy.
Grumpy's that's a layer to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I know.
So this is the thing that bothers me, right? Is that all the time people do things, right? And in the endeavor, they might run into a problem, and then they have to fix it. I get that. That's not a thing that that wouldn't bother me. But it's every fucking step of the way. There's like another game-ending solution. Like, you have to fix this or nothing else will work.
Yeah.
And then you fix it, and then there's another one. And then you fix that, and there's another one. And it just feels like every time I do anything, I'm not going to say all the time, because I'm normally I go to do something, I just can do it, kind of. This is a very frustrating time for me. Right?
Yeah.
You go online to look up, like, anyone else have this problem? And they're like, no. Like, cool, thanks, excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put a green screen in. That's the thing, right? And so, like, I ordered the green screen. The green screen was on the way, and on the way here, I learned how to use a green screen. Right? I was just like, I'm going to teach myself how to do it. It's not super hard, kind of simple, honestly. And so I should have been wary, because that's not how things go for me. Right? I should have been like, well, this was easy. Oh wait, here comes the negative, right?
Yeah.
So then it gets here. I got the wall-mounted one because they say that if you put the one on the ground, it just kind of falls over. So it was like not a good thing. So I was like, let me get this roof-mounted one. I'll just drill some holes, hang this fucking thing. Everything that could go wrong did. There's metal plates on my walls. There's fucking because of the metal plate, you can't get a stud finder to read properly because it just goes off all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there is a joist on one side in like a stud, like a roof stud on one side and not on the other, right?
Oh.
So it's like, yeah. It's just a series of. So I was like, I'm going to use this toggle bolt. It's these special bolts. They like flip sideways and they kind of brace against drywall. That one went in there, got lodged, and now is blocking the hole. So,
oh no!
Yeah, it's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
I have a very expensive, very cool pull-down green screen. I don't know. You probably can't see it because the webcam is fucking up now too. We're living in interesting times right now. If I were a submarine captain, the oceans would dry up. You know what I mean?
It is ridiculous, like how many things have gone wrong for you.
It's Deese luck. You got Deese luck? Anyway. Yeah, so if I'm a little zestier than normal, that's probably why. Literally not 10 minutes ago, I ran into my last issue, which was that when the thing goes in there, the toggle bolt, it turns sideways, and then you can't pull it back down, right?
Right.
So I thought it was suspended properly, it had a good mount, and it does. But the front side has these little lips. This is where the bolt kind of presses up, and the drywall's too thick to push that close enough for the bolt to reach. So now I've lost a toggle up there that is now blocking my ability to use another toggle. I swear to God. And you can't fold it back to get it back down through the hole. So it's just up. It lives up there now.
It's just there now.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll figure something out, I guess. Yep. Yeah. I mean, there was a stud on one side, and then I moved a straight line to the other side to follow the stud.
Yeah.
And the other side, there was no stud. It was just particle board. And I'm like, excellent.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want some abstractism in your roof design? Oh.
That is. I don't know.
The events had to occur years ago to fuck me today.
Yeah.
It's sort of amazing when you think about it like that. It's like I'm reverse Odysseus, right?
I've been waiting for you.
Like Athena has planned to fuck me over, and Poseidon was gonna get me, and she's like, I want in on that.
Yeah.
So now it's just two gods fucking me over. Anyway, I'm excited for the show The Stand.
Me too.
I want to watch the whole. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but I'm excited primarily because I love Stephen King and love all media with his work.
Right.
And that's it. Like, you could tell me, you could just be like, oh, there's a new Stephen King movie. Like, you don't have to tell me what book it's based on.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm like, all right, I want to see it. When are we watching it?
Well, the original Stand was, by today's standards, is garbage. It's garbagey, right? But at the time, like, remember we talked about how, like, you read a book when you're younger and that memory ages with you, not the not necessarily the text, but the memory. That's how this one is. For me, the memory aged with me. The content, I watched it on YouTube the other day. Content did not age.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just watched some clips, but the content didn't age very well at all. But this new one, everyone was saying negative things about it, and then they've all come around. So I think the episode 5, 6 went up today, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it went up today.
I haven't followed it.
Or it goes up tomorrow. I don't know. But in February, they'll be finished, and then we can binge the whole thing.
Yes.
I don't want to wait.
Right.
Right. That'd be very shitty. I would not want to wait. But I am very excited about it. I want to watch it as soon, like the day the last episode's released. I want to watch it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah. I also like Stephen King's just a good guy.
Yeah.
Like, he had some issues with drugs when he was younger, but he got clean.
A lot of people had issues with drugs when they were younger.
That's true. He doesn't remember writing some of his earlier books because he was
Those are often the best ones.
He was so messed up on them. Like, I think it's like he doesn't remember writing Cujo and a couple other of his books. He just doesn't have.
He's just afraid of the neighbor dog. I mean, that's kind of a cool context to it, that he can enjoy his work that he don't remember writing.
That's true. But he
I've
does
done
a
that
lot of
drunk before. I've drawn something I don't remember drawing.
He does a lot of like he supports a lot of local community type stuff. He was like a little league coach for a while. Like, this was
creepiest fucking little league team
after
ever.
he was super famous. He like was like a coach for like a local little league for a few years.
I wouldn't want to play on that team. That'd be a terrifying team.
He has like a radio station that he supports. Just, to like keep a local radio station going. Like, he does a lot of good stuff. He's a good guy. He constantly was like roasting Trump on his Twitter, which was great.
I think he just got into a feud with Ted Cruz, didn't he? I think Ted Cruz was with the same publisher, right?
Oh, is he?
Yeah. I think Ted Cruz, his book came out. There's a rumor. I don't know if it's true. I hope it's true.
Uh-huh.
But I think Stephen King told this is what I'm hearing. Told them either you take his book down or I won't publish this anymore.
Oh no.
Which, I mean, he knows what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz has one book, and it's not that good.
Right. Stephen King has like 4 books out every year.
Yeah. So I wonder who's gonna end up leaving. I was like, that's how you wield your power.
Yeah.
Right? That's funny. That's excellent to me. It's like, oh, Ted Cruz is kind of like a little bearded baby. So I'm gonna boot him. Just fuck him.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess the company is free to do whatever they want, but they have to cover their interests. So, and for a guy who's a Republican and believes in free market, this is very funny to me.
That's true.
This is exactly the types of things he would defend, and now he's angry.
Yeah.
I'm imagining him being angry, which is adorable because he looks like a little baby with a beard. Look at him. He looks like. Do you ever see The Waterboy? You saw The Waterboy. We watched that, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember when the coach gets the big baby head? When he's just like he's making baby faces and shit.
Yeah.
Now imagine that with a goatee.
Oh.
Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz. Oh, okay. I don't want to shit on Ted Cruz too much, even though I hear he likes that.
Oh no.
Who knows, right? We're allowed to start rumors. I'm just saying I hear people say it, right? I'm not telling him that for factually happened. I'm just going to use his line of argument.
You're just saying.
I'm just saying what you take it how you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying some words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. So this episode, if I'm not mistaken, I think you told me beforehand, was the first episode where Nate is a permanent cast member of Freelance Heroism. So let's everyone give him a big round of applause. Nate, who's been playing Varian from Bard Company games, has now joined up with the Freelancers. Permanently, he's going to be part of the mainline cast every week, and we're a bit ahead of where we're releasing. In games. So let me just put it out there. He's awesome. I love playing with him. Fantastic. Yeah. We sometimes get a little lowbrow and go kind of off the rails. I apologize. You know? Mm-hmm. It's like meeting a kindred spirit. You know, it's like, oh, you like making butthole jokes? Me too.
I know. Well, sometimes everyone else in the group chat is busy and you're on artist hours.
Yeah.
You know, and then like David's on a different time zone than us, and like I wake up and I'm like, I'm not gonna acknowledge, these like 8 butthole jokes that you made at 3:00 in the morning. But then Nate gets on and he's like, hey,
butthole jokes.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, he is. And you know what? I appreciate that. Listen, Nate, if you're listening, I wouldn't imagine why he was. He would be playing these games, so I don't know why he wasn't. But if he was listening, thank you for buttholing at 3 a.m. with me. That came out weird. Let me try that again. Thank you for getting in there and doing the work. Hold on. Let me reword that again. You know what? Thank you, Nate, for joining the team, and we really appreciate having you here, and it's been a great experience. And everyone out there, if you want to know Nate's email address or get some photos of him out of the shower, I'll be happy to send those to you for $2. That's a bargain. So just let me know. If you couldn't hear that, that was my finger snap guns for all the people out there trying to buy some naked butthole pics of Nate. I got them for you. I got a ring light. So his butthole's perfectly framed and it's got a good ambient glow to it.
Let's get to this week's episode.
Yeah.
This is Dragon Heist, episode 3, When It Rains, It Pours.
Right on.
Do we want to start playing?
Yeah, let me get in the character.
No, I want to talk about magic.
we can do that. Megetta the Lion, Baseju who selters all, Tooth and Nail, Kiki Jiki the Sky Hussar. Kiki Jiki and Sky Hussar comes in. Sky Hussar, when he comes into play, you attack with him, or you you put him into play, it untaps Kiki-Jiki. Tap Kiki-Jiki, who puts another copy of him into play with haste, right? Which when he comes into play, he untaps Kiki-Jiki. So you keep doing it. They're a 4/3 flying creature with haste, and you can do it infinite times. So you put in infinite amount of damage in flying damage, and then attack. Game. Off of one Tooth and Nail. And because you use Tooth and Nail with Boseiju, who shelters all, they can't counter it. So it just goes off. And they lose.
Damn.
Yeah. Maga traded Immortals. Fucking dump all your lands, sack all the lands, so you get the extra 2, and then Rage with Kicker double. Game. Can't counter, can't reflect, can't prevent. They don't have priority, so they can't heal back and respond. Stupid. There's like a million of those, man. I watch people play elves. Makes me fucking crazy. I'm like, this game is on turn 45. What are we doing? This game should have been over. Okay.
All right. No worries. All good. So we left off with the rest of you leaving the honor portal to go back to your different abodes for the night to heal up. Some of you lick your wounds. Some of you just getting some rest for the morning.
I wanted to look at that black card that I was given, David. Is there anything on it?
Yeah, it's a black card with a white serpent with wings.
Okay. Anything else on it?
Name. Cedric.
Do I know a Cedric?
He's an entertainer. He's got 45 buttons on his plate mail.
Did the guy who gave you the card give you his name at all?
I don't think he did.
All right.
He just
handed you the card and
yeah.
walked out with the half orc.
Yes.
Okay. No. Then you do not know who Cedric is.
Okay.
It could be the guy who gave you the card, or it could be a contact in the guild.
Okay.
If you recognize the symbol.
Do I recognize the symbol?
Would AG recognize the symbol of the Centauri? Or the not Centauri, the Zentil Keep? The Black Network?
I don't know.
All right.
Can I roll something?
Sure.
What would I roll?
You can roll an intelligence.
Okay.
Because you're a Waterdeep native, right?
Yes.
So you would know of the war between the Black Network and Xanathar's Guild.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, you recognize it as the Black Network.
Okay.
At least it's one of the factions of the Black Network. You're not sure if it's the main faction or one of the offshoots, but he does work for the Black Network.
All right.
So.
Okay.
All right.
I will climb into my oversized princess bed and get some rest.
All right. She returns to her mother's estate up in the castle ward, I believe.
Yes.
Killer goes back to the docks. No, I'm sorry. You were staying in the dock ward.
In the shitty bar.
Yep. Which I could have swore I wrote down, but I'm not seeing it. And then and Angus went back to the trades ward where he was found. But we're gonna skip over the dock ward on top of the skewered dragon. Focus on a water ganassi for the moment. What are you doing late at night, good sir?
Oh, what am I doing late at night? Well, let's see. Well, I'd say on this particular evening, I'm sitting up in my room.
No bird my feathers for just such an occasion.
That's right. Look, I'm from the South Sword Coast, okay? The deep South Sword Coast, okay? Like down where the lutes stop playing and the banjos kick in.
Oh, no.
Oh God, I live there. That's not funny.
I don't know. I'd say on a night like this, I'm probably sitting out on what passes for my balcony. The Skewered Dragon is not exactly what I'd call a stable structure. It's not the nicest bar, but it had the most affordable accommodations, especially since there's a giant anchor sitting on its roof. But I'm probably sitting down on what's kind of my makeshift balcony, having myself a nice drink and just taking in some of the air.
A mint julep. Are you shelling pecans?
Sure. Well, I mean, I would say whatever passes for a mint julep and water deep. Sure.
That works.
It's called whiskey.
It's called potable water. If you're lucky.
Powdered water. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. But no, I figure I'm just sitting out and taking in the night sounds of the night air.
All right. From the street down below, you see a funny man in a nice hat, a little dressed nicer than he should be for the area at
Mhm.
this time of night. Looks up at you. Friend, can we talk?
Well, isn't that what we're doing right now?
I mean, closer, my friend.
Yeah, certainly. I'm assuming this is someone I don't recognize.
You actually, with your connections, you would recognize Volo.
Ah, okay. Then yes, absolutely. Get your ass on up here.
All right. So he goes in. He comes up with a mug of ale himself and
Okay.
sits down next to you after a few minutes. I got a problem, Rain.
You always seem to have a problem. How's it any different than any other time we have a discussion? What is it this time?
I hired 3 adventurers.
Well, there was your first problem.
I need someone to watch them.
Well, no, that's my problem.
They kind of scare me.
You're not doing a really good job of selling this right now, if I'm being perfectly honest with you.
Well, one of them couldn't stay alive,
Well, that would be a problem. Okay.
and I've only seen him once. But
Were you drunk when you hired these people, or what was going on?
It's Fluen's missing, and I can't find Fluen. And we went out drinking, and he stayed, and I left, and I hired them to find him.
Well, are you sure he just isn't like crawled up underneath in some alley somewhere, behind a crate, sleeping it off? How long has he been missing?
Pretty sure he's missing. In fact, we were actually drinking here the night he went missing.
I see. Well, I mean, all right. I mean, that sounds like a reasonably simple task. Find someone who's missing, who's probably drunk, sleeping it off somewhere. But all right, if you need me to watch this crew you hired, I'm happy to do so.
It's Bard.
Oh boy.
Yeah. A soldier. Well, he's not really a soldier, but he's a soldier.
Nate's watching Bards again. We need you to keep an eye on these motherfuckers.
I feel like I've done this in some past life of mine. I'm not sure.
And I don't know what she is. It's intriguing.
This is the one that can't stay alive?
Yeah.
How dare you assume that?
I'm just going by the
Or
information.
not here.
Yeah, we're just going by the number. We're just going by the numbers on your sheet.
So a bard, a soldier, and a to be named later. Got it.
They should be meeting at the yawning portal in the morning.
All right.
They said they want to get a rest up and lick their wounds from. Now it was a troll, and these flying little devils, but
well, how in the hell do you go from a missing drunk friend to trolls and sturges?
it was a yawning portal, and they crawled up the yawning portal.
Well, who the hell wasn't keeping an eye on? All right, yeah, I guess
Turn on. What do you expect?
I know. We just can't have nice things around here, can we?
It's Waterdeep. It ain't like we're Neverwinter.
No, that's true. All right. I will be happy to meet up with them at the Yawning Portal and see what's what, and I'll report back to you through our normal channels. How about that?
Sounds good. And you'll get an equal cut of the pay, as always.
Well, I hadn't gotten to that point yet, but thank you kindly. I appreciate it.
You know me. So,
I do know you.
I'll put you in my next book. You get some.
hell, for this kind of, I ought to be writing the damn forward.
Ooh.
Yeah, just keep that in mind.
All right. They say there's an insane asylum here in Waterdeep. I want to go see.
Well,
I'll let you know how that goes.
You have fun with that. I'll take care of your crazy people. You go take care of those.
You got it. So Volo gets up and leaves. Leaves his empty glass up on the roof with you too.
Just leave. Where the hell are people's manners these days? Jeez, just leaving. Just. I do very well to keep my hovel clean. But all right, fine. It's fine.
That's why I call it a hovel.
That's right. There is a giant anchor sitting in my living room. Most people call that a distraction. I call it a conversation piece.
I try to keep my rivers as dry as possible.
Yes. All right. Actually, I'll make sure that I ask Volo for their name, so I at least know. Although I'm pretty sure it's going to be obvious to me when I get to the awning portal which three I'm looking for. Still, I'd like to be able to know who I'm dealing with.
Kavir, Adri, and Angus.
Angus. Angus, as in the steak, or
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's what it is. That's what it is now.
We should call
He
him
is
Chuck.
he is a dwarf, but
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, and then when we go to the Mirrorverse, it'll be Black Angus. Soul brother Angus.
Oh, dude, I was not gonna mirrorverse this, but that makes it all the more tempting.
If he takes the level in Rogue, he'll be a Cunnel Angus.
Oh Lord. Black Angus the Bard. I don't know if I could survive that.
Oh God.
Oh,
That's
Black
fantastic.
Angus, the new film from Quentin Tarantino.
I would watch that.
I would watch.
That'd be
I would
rad.
watch the shit out of that.
Pretty much everything he makes, I'll watch.
All right. Well, I've got my marching orders.
So night goes and passes. Anything you want to do throughout the 90s?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta work. I gotta
All right.
watch the bar. I gotta bounce. Not bounces and leave, bounces and make other people leave.
Yeah. So it's about a normal night in the docks where you're at.
Okay.
Which I believe is you're at the docks, right? Yes.
Yeah, what time are we meeting up tomorrow?
You guys said morning.
We said morning.
Well, that's a vague term.
Yes.
You're at the
Where
Black
are we-
Star Inn?
Where are we meeting up?
Yawning portal.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll get up military time early because that's my understanding of what they meant by morning.
So you're getting up at 0500. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early.
5 is generous.
Yeah.
I think it's 4. Man, I lived on base my entire life, right? And when we moved to Fort Gordon when I was a kid, I used to have to get up and they'd drive to a school that was 45 minutes away, right? Because they had higher test scores in the military. The DoD always sends you to whatever school has the highest test score. So it was a long drive to get there. And then they had to pick up everyone on base on 2 school buses. So multiple different housing developments. It was like forever, right? So I had to be at the bus stop at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh my
No
God.
bullshit. No bullshit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That was for
Ugh.
like 3 years. So
Jeez.
I can't imagine why my sleep schedule is all funky.
Morning approaches, and we'll start in the castle ward with the princess.
I'm not an actual princess. I just live in an estate and my family is very rich.
Right. And for your 16th birthday, Elvis played.
I'm not getting up as early as Kavir, so he's probably going to be waiting for a while. But I will get up at a reasonable hour and
Be medically professional.
get my stuff together and head to the yawning portal. Say, bye to my brother.
Victor's still in bed.
Victor's your brother.
Go. Just go.
Okay,
Go, it's
well,
early.
look, make sure you get to class on time because I have to leave early. So here, let me help. I'm gonna go in and just like open the curtains.
You vile beast!
All right, have a good
Oh.
day. Bye. And then I'm gonna leave.
Oh.
And
Gotcha.
Kabir's seen
Think
as
you
the
make
jerk.
out the word bitch in Elvish?
Oh my God, I know that war cry.
As you're walking the house, you just see the window close. Down to the docks, Nate.
Yes.
How's Rain doing?
Fine. I will get up, have my normal breakfast, just black coffee.
All right.
I figure. Well, I mean, Volo didn't really tell me exactly what time in the morning, but I will hasten to make my get there at. I'm assuming 7 in the morning is probably early enough, without being too early. But yeah, not anything in particular. I'm going to just make a beeline straight there because I am concerned about what Volo's put in front of me right now. So the sooner I see what I'm up against, I think the better off I am.
Adri is definitely showing up 10 minutes late with Starbucks.
All right. Rain gets in there about 7. And Dees. What time did Gavir get over there?
Say 4:30.
4:30.
I don't know why I randomly picked that time.
That's awesome. So we'll start with you getting to the yachting portal first. Your Nad's not behind the counter for once. It's earlier in the morning. You see Bonnie is there. Is he still over there? Top of the morning to you. Can I get you an ale or anything? Coffee?
Yeah.
Ale. She goes and fills a mug and brings it over to you. You were here last night, weren't you?
No need to waste my time with this idle conversation. We get it. You don't like me, I don't like you. You can leave.
Okay, she says, and just kind of walks back to the bar. Just it's kind of empty right now. It's not really full. Hour passes. Another hour passes. Another hour passes. And a water ganassi comes in.
I'm going to turn to make sure I see him.
I mean, you've seen a few people coming in and out of the place before that, but it's the only one that actually kind of has any importance to them walking through. Everyone else is kind of half asleep or half off. This one actually seems has his wits about him walking in.
Okay, I'm going to make sure I keep an eye on him.
All right.
I suppose I'll go up to the bar. It's Bonnie's the barkeep, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But
I love the fact that my choices for breakfast are either ale, it's beer or coffee. That's it. It's not a complaint. It's just an interesting observation. But
it's a North American continental breakfast.
Yes, exactly. Throw some cigarettes in there and you're good to go.
Oh, that's French.
Oh, that's French. Okay.
French breakfast. Gotcha.
But yeah, I'll make my way over to Bonnie in motion.
Top of the morning to you.
How are you?
I'm good. What can I get you? Coffee? Ale?
Coffee. Let's start out on the weak side this morning, shall we?
All right.
That'll be a number 2. Can I get a number 2?
I can give you coffee with a shot of ale.
No, we'll stick with coffee. Coffee's good enough for now.
All right. She comes back eventually and hands you a hot cup. Fresh coffee.
Wonderful.
She's like, what brings you up this far north?
Oh, well, I figured I have an assignment. Let's say I'm supposed to meet some business associates here this morning.
I hope they're friendlier than that guy over there. Because holy shit, he's a dick.
I'm gonna, without looking up from my beer, I'm gonna be like, I've carefully cultivated this attitude.
Maybe he just hasn't had enough breakfast yet.
I don't think there's enough breakfast in the world to make him happy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just haven't plied him with the right breakfast.
Maybe I should have tried the coffee.
Yeah. Well, you started out with beer. I mean, why not try the other end of the spectrum? I'm going to just kind of scan because there isn't anything necessarily right now that leads me to believe that this is one of my contacts. Actually, no. What I'm actually sitting here hoping in the back of my mind is, God, please don't let this be one of my contacts.
He knows he's looking for a soldier, right?
Yeah, a soldier.
I'm military uniform.
Yeah, I know. I'm really that's what I was going to ask. I'm really, really hoping that this is just an odd coincidence and that there will be another soldier coming through with a much more positive demeanor. but I don't see the other people I'm supposed to be looking for yet. I tell you what, I motioned to Bonnie. I'm like, go ahead and whatever he's having, let him have another one on me.
I'm gonna gesture at him.
All
Kinda
right.
like knock on the table. Thank you.
She pours it and hands it to Rain. You can hand it to him.
Bonnie, I don't think that's how this transaction's supposed to work. I'm not an employee. Yeah,
No, but I'm also.
it's fine.
We're lucky it's you. She picks it up and walks over.
I'm gonna.
It's fine. I'll go slide over to the seat next to this very stoic-looking gentleman. Push the mug in front of him.
I'm gonna say she has a hard time knowing what her job is exactly.
Well, true. I also happen to believe that you tend to catch more flies with manure than you do honey or sugar or vinegar. No, wait, I screwed that up. Anyway,
not trying to catch flies. So
gotcha. So, what brings you in this early in the morning?
I'm here to meet some other workers.
I see.
We have to take care of something. Look for a missing individual.
You don't say. This.
I do say. I just did.
You wouldn't happen to be working for a common friend of mine, Volo, would you?
I think that's his name. Yeah.
That's what I was afraid of. All right. Well, Volo stopped by my place last night and asked me to join your little cadre here. The name's Trichet, Rain Trichet, and I hold out my hand.
It's Rain.
Rain.
I guess I'll shake his hand.
Okay.
Rain.
Yes.
Good to know.
I'm going to venture a guess and say you're Kavir. Is that correct?
Yep. Most people call me the Raven.
The Raven.
Raven, the Raven, Doc, I guess.
All right. I assume there's a story there, but maybe we'll save that for another time. How many other people are we expecting?
The deadpan look on this dude's face is so. He's just like, yeah. There's generally a story behind why things are called things.
I'm used to a more genteel type of companionship, and
this dude's been at war for 20 years. Like he doesn't give a fuck about pleasantries. You ever seen the inside color of a person's intestine? No? Well, shut the fuck up.
And look, my knife has seen the innards of several people, but no, I don't necessarily know that I could spot the color right off the bat.
I think surgeries occur from different sides.
Yes. Well,
I generally stab them in the front.
Well, I generally stab them in the back. Sometimes.
Well, then I guess between the two of us, we've got them covered.
Oh, sure. So who else are we waiting here on? I believe there's supposed to be some
little
princess
girl
comes skipping in.
Some little girl and a dwarf.
Oh,
little people. We're waiting on little people.
We're waiting. Is that one of them?
So I show up with water deep Starbucks.
Hey guys.
whatever the water deep version of Starbucks is, that's what I bring in with me.
It's pumpkin spice in any universe.
It's Starducks.
Oh, Starducks.
Yeah, the color is kind of running out of my face just a little bit as I'm seeing this approach me, because like, you know what? I better get so many damn royalties off of Volo's next book. It ain't funny. As she's skipping over, I'm trying to read Kavir's face as she's coming towards us to see if there's any reaction. Is it disdain? Is it just nothing? Just okay.
She's an employee that works for the same guy.
Gotcha.
It'd be like, well, what face do you make when a coworker walks in at Walmart? You're just like,
okay.
Oh, okay.
Understood.
Good morning.
This is the
Am I
second
late?
thing.
Well, uh,
There was a line.
I, I kind of look at Kavir because I'm not exactly sure how to answer that question because I wasn't given a specific time either. So
Everyone's late, generally. Where's the other one?
I haven't seen him.
the other one, this is the dwarf Angus.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who are you?
His name's Rain.
Oh,
Like
I'm
the
Adri.
water.
Okay. I'm Adri. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Adri. I now understand exactly what Volo meant.
He didn't understand it until you got here. Take that as you will.
So you're part of this little this entourage as well, and then we're waiting on one more, I suspect. Could I offer you anything for breakfast? To see you've already got your own coffee.
Yes. I don't know if they do breakfast here.
Sure they do. You can get a number 1 or a number 2.
What are
And
those?
she'll bring it to you. Begrudgingly, even though that's her job.
I
Well,
believe
it
one of
is really early in the morning. I would be annoyed
To
if I
do
was
your
at
job,
if I had to be at work this early in the morning. I would be annoyed too.
get another job. What are we talking about here?
Bonnie, can I have another one of those coffees, please?
Right away,
Number
left.
2?
Good morning,
Here you go, lad.
Bonnie.
Good morning, sweet cheeks. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. Your dad awake yet?
I think he got in pretty late, so he's probably still asleep.
All right.
Yeah.
Coffee or ale?
I brought my own coffee, but thank you.
It's always nice to support your local businesses.
First time I agree with him. You don't need that sugared pit pat. You need something that's going to keep you awake.
Coffee keeps me awake.
That ain't coffee.
That's
coffee.
cream
with coffee.
Yeah, and lots of sugar.
Boy, we're really spinning out early, huh? All right. Well, I'm tired of waiting.
All right.
Let's get this show on the road. He'll find us.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Bonnie, if do you remember that dwarf that we were with yesterday?
Yeah.
If he comes by, will you let him know that we decided to start without him and he can catch up?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Actually, before we leave, I'm going to ask Bonnie if she remembers when the last time she saw him.
Was last night when he left with the rest of everyone.
Okay, so did you see him leave with anybody in particular, or did he just stagger off by himself?
The dwarf?
Yeah.
By himself.
No. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, not for the lack of trying. He struck out about 5 times, but he left on his own.
You're telling me that a bard struck out 5 times?
To be fair, Adri's father was in the room too. He's a better bard.
Oh,
My dad
burn.
is.
Burn.
Yeah, but boy, I got.
Also, not to put too fine a point on it, but it might have been the murder and the fire and the blood-sucking bat things, mosquitoes,
Surges
whatever.
and the troll that came out of the center of the pit.
That could have had something to do with the vibe changing.
The pit's been quite since the last adventuring group went down.
All right. Well, yeah. I suppose if he comes along, just have him catch up.
She makes a quick note and goes about her way. So
the two of you are going to have to catch me up just a little bit on exactly what your plan is or what it is you're thinking about doing first so that I can lend an appropriate hand.
I'm looking at him, and I'm going to look at her. I'm going to say, she keeps copious notes.
I turn to Adri.
So we were all hanging out here separately before all this happened. And then a troll and some sturges came up out of the big hole in the middle of the tavern. And we fought those. A lot of people ran off. And then we successfully killed it and the sturges. Okay. And then Volo asked if we could help him find his missing friend Floon, who was last seen...
He done floon the coop.
They were drinking at the Skewer Dragon, which I think is one of those.
I'm quite familiar with it. My house currently resides on top of it.
Oh. I'm not going to finish what I was saying about it then.
It's a dubious known establishment.
No. Please, Miss AJ, by all means, continue with your wonderful note keeping. I'd love to hear what you have to say about my abode.
So we were going to head there and ask around to see if anyone has seen him.
Well, seems like Volo could have maybe told me that. I could have started at home base first. But all right, well, I suppose we'll go back to where I came from, and we can go ask around there. I have a couple of connections in the area, and maybe somebody's seen something.
Sounds good.
Great. Are we walking, or do we want to take like a coach? How far is it from here?
Let's just walk.
Okay.
David, if we're gonna pass a place that's like an outfitter, I like to stop by there too on our way.
All right, no problem.
Somewhere that would maybe have potions.
All right. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, it won't take you long. So, as you guys are walking down towards the dock ward and you're going towards the skewered, you guys turn the corner and you guys find yourselves on a street that's been cordoned off by the city watch. Lying on the cobblestones are a half dozen corpses, seemingly victims of a pretty bad fight in the streets. Watch officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning one of the witnesses. As you guys are looking on, you got a couple of the city watch are up there, hands up, keeping everybody away. 6 or so corpses in the streets. 3 guys on their knees tied up and their weapons disarmed, and the watch is going through them.
Can I do like an investigation check to kind of figure out to glean more information from this?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 21.
All right. You're able to pick up from the marks of a few of them. A couple of the guys dead have these yellow bandanas with an eye on them, which you would know is this, one of the symbols of the Xanathars Guild. They represent, they're wearing the colors of the gang of the Xanathars.
Okay.
While the ones that are actually alive, still on their knees or whatnot, are the black serpent with the wings tattooed on one of the arms.
Ooh.
Let me go ask some of these guards.
All right.
Who looks like who's got the highest rank?
You see a sergeant in the group.
Right. I'm gonna walk up to him, kind of gesture.
How you doing, soldier?
What's going on here?
Xanathar and the Black Network got into it in the streets again.
Again? Happening
The gang
a lot?
violence. Yeah, it's been increasing lately. It's like the two just can't get apart. We have blood in the streets every night.
You mind if I take a look around?
You're gonna go heal them?
No, they're dead, right?
Your reputation precedes you.
The ones are dead, right?
Oh yeah, they're dead.
Well, then they're dead. Nothing I can do about that.
I got 3 of them locked up. They're bandaged up pretty good.
Are they in risk of dying?
No.
Nah,
not until we get them in court. Then they're gonna be dead.
Let me take a look around. Look, legal issues notwithstanding, the situation's handled, right?
Yeah, the situation's handled.
We're looking for someone who went missing. You think maybe this might have something to do with that? It helped me out a lot.
Yeah, go for it.
Appreciate it. I got some people with me. You mind if they take a look with me?
He waves the 3 of you in. Past the quarantine zone. Let them have space. Don't let them near the prisoners unless they ask. But yeah, they just don't do anything weird to the dead bodies. Coroner's on the way.
As you were, Sergeant. All right, little girl.
My name is Adri.
Yeah. You were you were able to reap a lot of information from a distance. Why don't you go ahead and take a look around?
Sure.
What do you do? Talking to Rayne.
Well, I guess I'm what you'd call a politician, the alderman for the dock. So I'm probably looking around for. I'm going to look around for any officials. I would imagine that the City Watch might know who I am.
If you
Given
flash your nobility,
yeah,
yes.
if I flash my nobility, I'm.
Don't flash your nobility around
Yeah,
here.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's indecent exposure.
They sent us the laws before we played this game. Flashing your nobility, I'm certain. He flashed the bishop.
I'm gonna actually. So actually, what I'm gonna do is if Adri is going to kind of scan the crime scene, as it were, I'm gonna scan sort of the crowd that's surrounding it to see if I see any of my fellow associates, so to speak.
All right.
Throw a little thieves' cant at them and see if I can ascertain what might be going on underground.
You talking about the 3 left alive? Or you talking about the crowd?
I'm looking through the crowd first.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I see anybody in the craft, so to speak, who might have seen what's going down and might know a little bit more in-depth information about what's going on than just what meets the eye.
All right.
The gossip.
Give me a perception.
Perception is a thing I can do. That'd be a straight 10.
Woot.
Okay.
I'm going to look at him like running unopposed.
You see a couple in the crowd that do look a little shadier than others.
Okay.
One of them does reply kind of back to you in Thieves' Cant.
Okay. I'm going to approach that one. So, and, in a circumspect way so that no one's really picking up on what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So did you see what went down here?
Oh, yeah. The Black Network's moving goods across recruiting, and the Xanathars didn't like the fact that they were recruiting in the docks.
Oh, boy, crossing each other's borders. That's never a good idea.
Well, Xanathars came up out of the sewers. So
interesting.
Yeah. There's talks that Zen's grabbed somebody down in the docks, but not sure where.
All right. How long has this been going on?
Few's been going on a couple of years. It's just now it's escalating.
But so just in the last couple of days,
Last couple
of
weeks, it's been escalating pretty bad.
All right. Well, that is definitely something to keep my eye out for then. I'm gonna. Anything else of interest related to that? Maybe I might, if I need to grease his palm a little bit to see if I can get him to open up about any additional related information. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else surrounding the activities.
Around this fight, nah. This is just a turf match.
Gotcha.
But nah, there was a couple of nights ago. You may be able to talk to old Felix at the Skewered Dragon, but no, there was 5 guys that's supposed to grab the guy outside of it. At least that's what the rumors are saying.
Really? Huh. Usually Felix is pretty good about filling me in on things such as that. He didn't mention that to me. Yeah, I'll have a word with Felix here. Thank you for the information. I'll palm him a couple of silver pieces.
No, good sir. And he just kind of skips into the crowd quickly.
And then I'll make my way back over to the group.
All right.
Can I do another investigation? Okay. So I'm kind of looking for things like, I don't know, if other than like normal, like if these were just like a bunch of guys with knives, if like anyone had like magic or something, if this was like an ambush, if anyone got away.
I can help with that.
That is
yeah, your medical training.
20 on my investigation.
Okay. On your 20 on investigation, as you survey the scene, the sides look mismatched easily. You see 6 dead on the ground. A couple of them were. You could definitely see the Xanathar colors, so you can assume which ones that weren't in the Xanathar colors were possibly, most likely, Black Network. Maybe you see 3 Black Networks still alive. So you're picking about. It looks almost like a 6-on-3 fight.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see a odd dried blood trail off that leads down one of the alleys to the side that it doesn't seem like the guards are picking up or following. They were more concerned about the guards came in on the fight as it was going and squelched what they had when grabbed what they could.
Okay.
It does look like someone possibly could have got away.
Okay. Is there just like the one patch of blood, and then it's just sort of like
a few drops
someone...
here or there.
Okay. All right.
It isn't like a full blood trail.
Okay.
No magic though.
Okay.
That you can see.
All right.
Was there anything Kavir wanted to roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at that when she points out the blood.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna run a health check to see how vital the wound looks based on the amount of blood that's coming out of it.
All right.
21 check on medicine.
It's not a lethal wound, but it's definitely one that will. They're definitely going to need help. They're definitely going to need to see a cleric or something. Something's not good.
Based on how frequent the blood looks like it's spurting, I'm assuming that's from the arterial nature of it, right?
In a sense.
Tell if the person was panicking. Are they closer together? Are they really far apart? Was he calm or was he panicking?
He's panicking. He's running. Okay. He hit the ground running and didn't stop, looks like.
Okay, high heartbeat means he's fleet of foot. I'm going to call Rain. Rain.
Sorry. Sorry. I was reading something. And
he was videotaping a bag blowing in the wind.
Yeah. No. No, about this time I made my way back over. All right. What have you all found out?
Somebody was attacked, and looks like most of them either were killed or arrested, but one of them looks like he's scurried away. Looks like he was in a panic. Looks like he was wounded. He's going to need medical attention. But since this is relatively recent, and you can kind of touch the blood.
Yeah.
Considering the police are here, we could probably follow him. Unlikely that he would have gotten to medical assistance quickly.
Well, that's a good point. Miss Adri, what do you got?
Well, it doesn't look like they were using any magic. And I think this blood shows that only one person got away. At least that was the only evidence I could find of anyone getting away.
All right. No, that's kind of lining up. I found an associate in the crowd. Seems like this kind of thing has been going on between these two groups. I mean, they don't like each other. They haven't liked each other for a very long time, but here over the last couple of weeks, it seems like their animosity is starting to increase. They're starting to try and encroach upon each other's turf, as it were. No, I think we should absolutely follow this blood trail, see if we can track down this one remaining member. The other thing that's a bit disturbing to me is that I think I might have a lead on Floon.
Yeah.
And it's hitting a little bit closer to home than I'd like it to. I'll tell you what, first things first, let's go follow this blood trail while it's still fresh, and then we'll figure out what to do about Volo's friend next.
Deal.
Okay.
How close are we to where that tavern was? The one where he went missing?
You guys are probably 20 minutes off.
In range. All right, let's follow this since this is time sensitive, I would imagine.
How are you guys going to track it?
By blood spurt.
All right. Anyone want to roll?
Yeah, I'll do it. 20.
Man, everyone will be getting up to the 20s on your skill checks today.
Got a +6 on my skill.
It's a can-do kind of day.
That's right.
Unlike an episode of Arcanta. So, all right. So you guys continue, and the guards, wave you guys off, and you guys head through the crowd, and you guys follow the blood trail a little bit. The sergeant kind of eyes you guys walking away and wasn't stupid to the fact you guys picked up something his guys didn't, but with everything on his hands, he's not going to go track down one random gang member.
Makes sense.
Before you guys do leave, the sergeant gets you by the sleeve, Dees. He's like, just remember, no blood on the streets.
I could say the same to you.
I mean it. By law.
No blood on the streets. What about under them?
I don't have jurisdiction underneath.
Good. Good to see you. Thanks for the help.
Anytime. If you get him alive, just kind of shrugs.
If we get him alive, he's going to stay alive.
He gives you a nod.
All right, shake his hand.
All right, shakes yours and goes back. All right, you fucking idiots. Get this shit cleaned up.
I'm going to laugh as I walk back.
You guys track the blood trail. It goes a couple blocks, and then the trail gets heavy in a spot. You can see it goes up a couple wooden stairs, and then kind of a blood spot on a door, and then it kind of leads you to a door where it looks like whatever was bleeding might have tapped it.
How long was how big is the blood pool? I'm trying to determine amount of time he would have been here based on the amount of blood he's losing.
He could have been outside the door for a couple minutes.
So that was probably a password or somebody to vouch for him. What about from the door? What's visible if I were to stand right at the step like I was about to touch the door?
You guys
Is there any windows or?
So you guys are in about a 5-foot wide alley, boxes kind of just throwing shit on either side. It's 2 stories on either side of you guys, slanted roofs, enough to where you can have somebody actually walk on the roof, but slanted enough to have the rain run off. But yeah, wooden doors, no windows on the side. You can see a slide bar where someone could look out the door if they wanted to. You don't see a handle on the outside though.
What's Adri's charisma?
14.
Yeah, might not do it.
That's what we said about her strength in doors, but shit, proved that wrong.
Well, I can't knock on this door. There's no way they're letting me in if I knock on this door.
Given that this is probably a hideout for ne'er-do-wells, there's a good possibility that I might at least be able to finagle my way into it, even if I don't know the person who's behind it. Before I do that, though, kind of given the close quarters that we're in, I'm looking around just to see off the top of my head if there's anything here I should be looking out for. If someone hiding on the roof, someone hiding in wait. I just want to do a perception check.
This early in the morning in the docks ward. What'd you get?
15.
All right, this early in the morning in the docks ward. Someone hiding on the roof isn't the best idea, especially with the Griffin Patrol. And the City Watches love their Griffins, and their Griffin Cavalry. So you catch a guy on the roof with a crossbow, it's somebody's getting lanced.
Gotcha. Okay, so fairly certain we're not going to get jumped on here.
Yeah,
what we're doing. Okay, so we're just
nighttime would be a little more. Nighttime's a different story. It'd be easier to hide, but during the daytime, especially with the Griffins, yeah, you just.
Okay.
Hey, Adri.
Yeah.
Give me a hand here. I need her to take off this tabard that I'm wearing.
Okay.
The mail I'm wearing makes it difficult.
Oh.
You can untie it from the side over here.
Yeah, no, I know how armor works.
Okay. The tabard, not the whole armor.
Just taking off his colors, not all of his clothes.
You wear clothes under your armor. Everybody knows that.
I got it. Not the armor, the tabard.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to take that off because that is my military garb and the medical information and all that. So I'm going to take that off and fold it up and put it in one of the pouches on the side. Maybe an unobservant person wouldn't notice if I had the colors off. All right, so go ahead, fly boy, knock on the door.
All right, I walk up and rap on the door.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist. If you would like to support us, please check out our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. We have different things there. Character journals, art, bloopers, stuff like that.
Our cast includes me as Dr. Kavir the Raven, Rachel as Adri the Highborn Artificer, Nate as Rain Trichet, Dockside Officiant, and of course, D-Walk as Dr. Midnight, and everybody else in the game. Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist. And we don't invoice in this group. We'll be back next week with more episodes, so stay tuned. Last week's title made me laugh.
Nate suggested that title.
Yeah, it had to have been a joke, right? We all beat in a tavern? We all beat in a tavern?
You all meet in a tavern. That's like the D&D trope.
We could just call it we all skeet in the tavern. We all skeet in the tavern.